Hey, this is Derek Jordan. Welcome to the World Fusion Show, where we bring you the leading innovators in world fusion music. Today, my guest is Opium Moon, their Grammy Award-winning quartet, World Fusion Quartet, and we are joined today by two of their members, Lili Haydn and Itai. And Lili plays violin and sings. Itai plays bass and sings in the group. They have two other members, and they will introduce them to you and tell you a little bit about their background. But they're just a wonderful group and kind of do a blend of Middle Eastern and Asian music. So I just want to say welcome, welcome, Opium Moon.
Thank you so much.
Fusion Show. It's so great to have you. I'm so glad you can join us today. It's really fantastic. So I just wanted to start by just asking you a little bit about your backgrounds, how you grew up, where you grew up, how you got into music, you know, what got you guys started. So one at a time, please. Let's start.
Well, thank you so much for having us. Just to speak to what you just said, we are a blend of Middle Eastern and Asian music, but we love a review that somebody gave us on Amazon, which was that we're world music from another world.
Yeah.
So that's our favorite description. It's not a conscious sort of fusion that we do. We bring our spirits together. And that's really the place from which my musicality was born. Actually, I had a dream I could play violin when I was 8. So, and thankfully my mom honored that dream.
That's fantastic. And you know, you guys really do, I think, a seamless blend of your music. I can't just say it's this or that. It's really unified in your blend, in your fusion. Yes. So, Itai, what happened for you starting out in music?
Well, what happened for me is that I was born in Israel, and as you know, Israel is a place with a lot of spiritual influence. And so I was very fortunate to be surrounded by people that taught me from the very beginning the spiritual value of music. I grew up in a musical family on a kibbutz in Israel, playing with my brother and my mother and my grandfather, and kind of sitting around the table and singing songs and playing. And then I discovered that music is a language. I discovered it's a universal language that you can create and connect with people from around the world. And so I continued to develop and extend my reach. And when I got here and met the incredible Lili Haydn and Hamid Saidi, our santoor player, and MB Gordy, our percussion player, I was telling Lili the other day, we're trying to figure out what is this music. And it occurred to me that the angels wanted to hear a certain kind of music. And they said, let's find the people that can make it. And they kind of got us, and they got us together, because it's really the only way we can really explain what we do. Because, you know, Hamid is a master santoor player from Iran, and B is a master percussion player from here. Lili is a master violin player and composer and singer from Canada. I'm from Israel. We listen to classical music, we listen to jazz, we listen to rock, funk, Indian music, you know, but we never consciously think it's this or this. It's much more like, here's all the ingredients of the soup. Let's put that stew, let's put it on the fire of our creative juice and let it kind of simmer and come up with the sound.
And the fluidity is really, I think, the defining factor. Yes. So that's really what we all rejoice in when we play together.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've been to Israel and played with people there. I actually am a friend of someone you might know, Yehuda Glantz. Do you know him?
Yeah, it's I'm familiar, but I don't know him personally.
He's a wonderful accordion player, multi-instrumentalist. He's been on the show, so he's just a tremendous composer. Anyway, this is wonderful. So, you know, I wanted to go to our first video, of which is a really cool thing that you did. I think it's called Drunk London. Can you introduce it for our audience, please?
Well, actually, the title of it is Drunk with the Great Starry Void. Okay. Which is,
what a great title.
Which we recorded in London.
Well, London, yeah, you know, it's not quite as cosmic as your title, but yeah.
Drunk with the Great Starry Void, and that's a quote from Pablo Neruda. Oh, no, actually, I believe it's Gabriel Garcia Lorca. Okay. Lorca, just Lorca. So anyway, and this was recorded in London on a Persian television show last year.
Nice, very nice. Let's go to the video right now. we are back with Opium Moon, or at least two of the members anyway. Now, I'd love to, just ask you a little bit about, Lili, you told me that you had 6 solo albums, also of your own, and that you are very involved with film scoring now. And I think Itai also, you're doing film scoring as well. So would you like to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, we actually, all 4 of us have very long and sort of pretty well-established solo careers in a way. But Itai has a brilliant band called Maytar with his brother that I was telling you about yesterday. Hamid Saidi is a world-renowned santoor player from Iran. And he scored 30 films and television shows in Iran, and is a very prolific producer, and has collaborated with numerous people. And MB Gordy is phenomenal, ubiquitous percussion player, and is you've heard him on every blockbuster there is. But I've been making records since I was 20, and I am actually coming out with a new solo album that is actually something of a compilation of the film music that you were mentioning. We've all been involved in film and TV. And just to answer your question, I have actually 2 movies for Netflix and Starz coming out, and my first Netflix TV series that I scored coming out on
week, right?
on Wednesday, actually.
Yeah.
It's called Ginny and Georgia, and
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and Itai helped out on that and contributed additional score and production on that as well. And we get to work together as often as possible. And so it's generally, film and TV is a medium where you can take unconventional music and it can find a home. So it's been really wonderful for us.
That's great. That's so cool. You guys got a lot going right now in the TV world, which since we're all stuck at home watching screens, I guess that's a good thing. So we're going to go to the next video. You want to say a little bit about that?
This is it's a compilation video actually that we made of several different pieces. And it starts out with a song that we call How Can I Pray When the Beloved Is All I See, which is a Rumi quote. And it goes into a track called Opium Moon, which is, of course, self-titled, and it centers around a melody that Itai wrote.
Beautiful. Let's go to the video right now. host, Derek Jordan. We're back with Opium Moon, and just cool music, right? I mean, I'm sure you're loving it as much as I am. It's really so great. So, you guys won a Grammy a couple years ago, and you're our first guest to have won a Grammy. So I'm super psyched about that. Just tell us a little bit about what that was like for you, or what you guys are doing and what your plans are, and touring and all that.
I just want to say a little thing about the last video that we saw. It ended with a melody, which is this theme around which we have actually created a new EP, which is out now. It just came out this last week. It's called Opium Moon, Day and Night. And the premise of it is it's the first offering from our follow-up album, which is basically a double album, which is going to be all the up-tempo stuff that gets you up and to dance, and then all the chill out stuff that makes you want to do other things, like make love or meditate. So it's going to be called Opium Moon, Day and Night. And this EP basically has this one theme performed in both ways, in the chill out and the danceable, which is basically a metaphor for life, because everything is perspective. Is how we present any idea. So please check that out if you had a chance. It's on Spotify, Opium Moon. What was the question?
Oh, there's a million questions, of course.
What was getting a Grammy like? You want to say? I'll just jump in and say that it's great to be acknowledged for what you do. We actually had a long discussion about this last night, because really the only reason that we do this, really, that it's compelling and that it feels like a justifiable life path, is that we are connecting with magic. And magic often disintegrates when it enters the world, the mundane. Magic and the mundane, in a way, are these two, are sometimes at odds. And I don't mean that the Grammy is mundane, but it is of the physical world. And so to have something that we really do feel is magical enter and be acknowledged and embraced by this physical reality feels like it feels blessed, and we're very grateful for it.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I certainly agree with you. The power of music to transform is really a wonderful quality that, we all try to achieve as much as possible and stay in that place. The next video we're going to go to is called Caravan. And I just wanted you to tell our audience a little bit about it. Caravan
is, again, a beautiful melody. It was written by Lili and inspired us to take it to a place that really embodies our entire philosophy. There's not one nod to commerciality on it. We have not thought of, we didn't do it to get a Grammy. We just allowed ourselves to be in that sacred space together and really honor it, and really, like, a lot of times people say we do it, but we really allowed ourselves to do this. We'll check the egos out the door. We check the flash out the door. let's just bring the essence. And I feel Caravan is a really great example of this. I'm very, very proud of this song. I think it's a classic Opium Moon.
It's a beautiful tune. Let's go to the video right now.
Thank you.
Hey, we are back with Opium Moon. Cool stuff, right? Now, I wanted to ask you guys about your musical influences and who has inspired you, and maybe still does, over the years. You want to share that with us, please?
Okay, I'm going to do it really quick because I know there's millions of them and you need... So, yeah. The Byrds, the Elements, my family, Louis Armstrong, John Coltrane, Billie Holiday, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, Ali Akbar Khan, Nikhil Banerjee, Hari Prasad, all the members of Opium Moon, all the members of Maitar, which is my band, and the inner silent voice at the end that tells me what's right.
That's great. Perfect. That was a long list, but that was great. I share a lot of those same influences, actually. It's great.
Yeah, the good ones.
Yeah. Okay, Lily.
For my personal playing, I'd say that Toots Thielmann's expression and phrasing and fluidity really, really influenced me. But David Balakrishnan from the Turtle Island String Quartet really gave me a harmonic point of view that has just carried me through my entire artistic career. And so many people, of course, Isaac Stern, Björk even, and I know that Hamid and MB have wonderful illustrious lists as well. We'll talk about that more. I know because you're from it on our website. Maybe we'll do a little blog, a little follow up. But anyway, yes. So many influences, but really, it's just sort of really the truth is that this music emerges from listening to each other. We have our points of view, but it's really a conflagration of our hearts.
It sure sounds like it. I love your stuff. Now, we're going to go to our final video. Do you want to say something about that?
This starts with a beautiful solo by Itai, where we're all sort of a symphonic kind of solo where we're supporting each other, and goes into a beautiful santoor solo on a song called Zikr, which is on our new album, and will be one of the next EPs that we put out. So a lot of this stuff is it's a mixture of our last album and our new album, and I hope that it's a continuation and that people will join us in listening to the new stuff as well.
All right. Very cool.
For me, the name Zikr is a word that implies it's a practice, and that practice is the remembrance of the source. You're supposed to do it with every breath. So basically, you remember where you come from, where you go, and who's, what's the thing that animates and motivates us all, which is, to me, is the source, which is the one, That's what the meaning of the name of this song is.
All right, thank you. And let's go to the video right now.
that was the take right there.
That was
there.
All right, hey, we're back with Opium Moon. Very beautiful music. So glad we could share this music with you today. And Opium Moon, Lili, and Itai, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us today on the World Fusion Show.
Thank you so much for having us, Derek. We love your show and look forward to jamming with you next time.
Oh, I would love that too.
Thank you so much, Derek. And I want to mention again our other members of the band, Hamid Saidi and MB Gordy, which I wish could be with us today, but maybe the next time. And I want to thank you again, Derek, for this wonderful opportunity to come here and speak about our music and share it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been such a pleasure to have you.
Cheers.
Hey, it's Derek Jordan. Thank you so much for joining us today on the World Fusion Show. And, you know, we've got so many great shows coming up with inspiring guests. And so tell your friends, you know, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook. And, you know, it's just, you know, let people know about this, what we're trying to do here, which is really spread diversity through inclusiveness and really embrace the world and bring you all kinds of music from everywhere. Hey, I want to thank our very great sponsors, Mackenzie Family Charitable Trust, Dean's Beans, Ron Dans, Nancy Feinberg, and Jeff Green for your generous support. And remember, as we always say on the World Fusion Show, think globally, listen locally, and support independent music.